You know how to build these applications, you know how to embed them into web pages, so let's just talk about selling them. Generally speaking, you have to do a lot of things in order to make a business out of these. So let's just talk about selling AI agents. You need to find the right customer. This is of course the first thing that you need to do. Then you need to have a good product. And I would say you should create an agent or at least a prototype of an agent specifically for your customer and show them how these things are working. Then you need to make a good offer. Then you need to make a little bit of marketing and sales. And then you need some tips. So for example, you should include a bonus, a guarantee, and you need to choose the right price. And we will cover every single thing in this video. So let's just start with finding the right customer. Generally speaking, for finding customers, you have 4 different ways. You can ask everyone you know. You can ask anyone that you don't know, so cold calling, let's just say also mails, text, and so on. So you simply talk to people that you do not know. And you can also create content. This is something in between. So this is people that know you and also people that don't know you. And lastly, you can also do paid advertising. But in order to do that, you need to understand LTV divided by CAC. And if you right now don't know what LTV divided by CAC is, you should not do this. This means lifetime value and customer acquisition cost. And in an optimal way, you should have lifetime value a lot higher than customer acquisition cost. And like I said, if you don't know what I'm talking about right now and you want to start out with these things, please don't do paid ads. Just start with one of these 3 things here. And we want to start with this right here because this is the easiest one. Ask everyone you know. Please, you can use your phone, you can use your emails, you can use your social media. Just make a list about everybody that you know. Pull up your Instagram, pull up your Facebook, pull up your contact list, pull up all your mails from your mail accounts, make a gigantic list and ask anybody if they need a chatbot. First of all, it's maybe a little bit strange and odd if you simply write messages to people that you have like never written before or just written a few times because you know them for somewhere. So you need to have a strong opening. Just open normally, just like a normal person. If you want to write somebody on Instagram, just check their profile. Maybe you see that, let's just say Susan was hiking and say something nice about her. Hey Susan, I saw you was hiking. How was it? Maybe Susan will respond because she knows you. And she will tell you, hey yeah, it's nice to hike a little bit and so on. And then you go on. You have a gym and you go hiking. It must be hard to do all of this. And Susie will most likely tell you, yes, yeah, I don't have that much time to hike. I just go like once a month and so on. And then you can ask, wouldn't it be nice to have more time for hiking because like AI can generate some leads for your gym? And of course, if you sell her something for your social media agency and so on, you need to make this however this is perfect for her. And then she will tell you if it's good or not, and if she's in it, you can go on. And if she tells you to go off, then you need to go to the next one. But this is generally how you can start talk to these people. Make them a compliment, ask them if it would be helping to have an AI that gets some leads, that does customer support and so on. And if they tell you no, just ask maybe if they know somebody. Maybe they know somebody where such a chatbot can help. This is a basic script that you can use in order to talk to people that you know. And of course, the goal is to ask everybody that you know. So go to all of your contacts and write every single one of them and ask them if they have time for a Zoom call. And in the Zoom call, you show them exactly what this chatbot is doing and you show them like ideally a chatbot that is specifically tailored to them. If Susie has a social media agency, show them how this should work for a social media agency. Just build a chatbot and show it. I will come back to selling and so on in more detail later in the video, but now let's just go on with cold calling, mails, texts and so on to people that you do not know. Because this is a little bit harder because you have to find these people. So finding the right customer. You can simply Google your potential customer, then you need to see what they are doing exactly, and then you should create a bot to show them live how the bot is helping them. For example, you want to sell chatbots to gyms because we have a gym bot right now. You would simply Google gyms in San Francisco. Then you would search for all the gyms and you can simply press on one of these gyms. This is just an example. And you would go, of course, onto their website. This is a gym in San Francisco, and I think a chatbot down here in the corner would look absolutely nice. So you would simply ask them if they have time. Maybe you can sell them such a chatbot. And if you want to do this really good, you should simply look at this webpage, for example, when this gym is open. And you can train a chatbot on this data. And you should also train a chatbot on all of this data. So what equipment they are having. I saw here like a Leica equipment and so on. You just go on about and you search all the stuff what is cool in this gym. So what equipment they are using and much more. And you know it. Like if you want to sell these chatbots to social media agencies, you do the same thing. You go on their webpage, you use some of these things. You create a chatbot, you ask them if they want to have a call, and if they say yes, you train a chatbot on this data and then you can show them live. As soon as they come into a Zoom call, you show them, hey look, you could have this chatbot, and this chatbot is specifically trained on your data. So here is, for example, one starter prompt that would ask, when is this gym open? And it would simply tell this thing right here where it was, that the gym is open Monday to Friday 5 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So this is really perfect. And then you can also train the chatbot where this gym is exactly. So you would use this right here and you would train it on the equipment and so on, and you would simply show the owner that this chatbot knows everything, and you can tell him, hey, wouldn't it be cool if this was your webpage? So this is your webpage. People that come to your webpage can come to this chatbot and ask questions about your gym. And of course, it would also tell your client that this chatbot can also generate leads and save them into Google Sheets. You would simply make an example. You open the chat, you type in some messages, and sooner or later you get asked about your contact information. And then you tell your future customer, of course, that they have to do nothing and will get these leads in a Google Sheet. So I think this is a really good offer. So if you find your clients through cold audience, you should do this. You should simply Google your client, then see exactly what they are doing. So go on their webpage. Then you need to ask them if they have time for a call. If they say yes, you train the chatbot and then you show them live how this chatbot will help them. I need to stress this. You need to show this live. And then as soon as you want to sell this chatbot, you need to explain them exactly. Just ask them. How long does customer support take for you and how much leads you get? Maybe the guy tells you, hey, I do 2 hours a day for customer support and also 1 hour reaching out to strangers to get more customers, so I do 3 hours a day. And you tell them, wouldn't it be nice if you can save 2 hours every day because this chatbot will do a little bit of customer support and will get you some leads? And most likely the guy tells you yes. And then you ask them how much you make an hour. And people normally lie. They say a lot of things if we ask them about money. And he would maybe immediately say, I make $100 an hour. And then you tell them, so this chatbot can save you 2 hours every day. This is $200 a day. These are $6,000 a month. $60,000 a year, or 64,000, or however you want to calculate this. So this is really something that can save you a lot of money. And you don't drop the price yet, we just set a high anchor. This is a really nice tactic. And that's basically how you can make cold calling, cold mails and cold texts work with people that don't know you. You need to know what they are doing, just search for their website. As soon as they tell you, hey, I want to have this call, just please do the same thing as with this first client. So first make them a compliment and so on. As soon as they want to come in a call, train this chatbot and show them exactly how this thing will save them money. The next thing is creating content. And creating content is underrated. Creating content like this course brings you leads. A lot of people come in this course and maybe they want to have a chatbot, but they think it's too hard to build this for themselves. I am relatively sure that they will hit me up if I can help them build a chatbot. This is how this works. And for you, it would be perfect if you do something similar. Make content, for example, on YouTube, how you can make these chatbots. I also do this on YouTube, and especially on YouTube it works well because in a YouTube video you can't explain every single thing that precise. So you make a YouTube video that goes 10 minutes, 15 minutes and so on. And you simply make a chatbot in no time whatsoever and you tell them how this chatbot helps. And most of the time people have interest and they will hit you up if you can help them create such a chatbot. But with content you need to do a lot. You need to make a lot of videos. And nearly every time as I am making a video about such chatbots right now, people hit me up and ask, hey, can you help me make such a chatbot? It really works that way. Even if you tell all the secrets in your YouTube video, like people will ask you for help to creating this chatbot. And the last thing is paid advertising. And like I said, I would really strongly recommend you to starting out with these. As soon as you have money made with all of these, you can also start paid advertising. And paid advertising is relatively similar to content, and paid ads also work better if you make content, because people see an ad, then go on your social media. And if they see, hey, this guy makes also content about this theme, they are most likely more willing to buy. So this is absolutely the last thing that you do. And if you need more information about this, you can hit me up. But right now, please just focus on the first three. Start with these, so everybody that you know. Then you can do cold calling and so on, and also create some content. And this you can and should to do this together. One of the most important things, at least for me, is this right here. Please create the chatbot and then show them live how the chatbot will help them. As soon as people come from either one of these strategies, so everybody that knows you, people that don't know you, or people from content, you need to make this clear. You need to stress this out. Just please make a call with them, a Zoom call or something like that, and show them exactly how the bot is working on their own data. Please create this chatbot. As soon as people come into your call, first of all, you should ask them why you are here. Maybe they tell you because you told me that I should be here, but then you need to stress this out once again. Yes, I have told you, but you have a problem. You have told me that you don't have a lot of time, is this right? And maybe they tell you, yes, I don't have a lot of time and I want to save time. Now they have acknowledged that they have a problem and you are here to help them. And then you can tell, yes, this is why you are here. I have a chatbot that can help you. Let me show you. This is the most important thing. They need to see for themselves that they have a problem. They need to see that they don't have enough time to do customer support and they don't get enough leads. And you are the guy that can help them, and you show them exactly how you can help them. You show them how you can save them time, and you also calculate them how much money you will save them. If they tell you I make $50 an hour, I make $100 an hour, you can tell them 2 hours every day times $100, $200 a day, or $100 a day times 30 days in the month, it's $3,000 or $6,000 a month, times 12 months a year is $30,000 or $60,000 a year. This is how much this chatbot can save you. And as soon as the person understands that they have a problem, they don't have enough time, that you are here and you can help them with this chatbot, and you showed them live that the chatbot is working, they will most likely be interested. And then they will most likely ask for the price. So let's just talk about price. What's the price of an AI agent? Generally speaking, this depends. Something between $900 and $2,000, these things are working. It obviously depends on the industry where you are in. Gyms don't have a lot of money, generally speaking. You can sell them maybe for $1,000, and you can also go up until $2,000 if you are good on the things that you are doing. But as soon as you start out, I would really strongly recommend you to start a little bit cheaper. $600 to $1,900 is perfect. Just start with $600 if this is your first chatbot. If you do this for a long time, and if you know exactly what you are doing, and if you have a lot of clients, if there is more demand than supply, you can go up to infinity, you can go up to 2,000 and even beyond. Like, there is no limit. If you don't have enough time to do your stuff, just go up with your price. But start out with 600, then it depends of course on the niche. If you are, for example, an expert in real estate and you sell these AI agents to real estate people, you can start with 1,000, 2,000, however you want, because they have the money. This is the nice thing. If you serve customers with a lot of money, you can go up with this price. Real estate agents, they will tell you like, I make $300 an hour or something like that. And then you can also go up in price, like a lot normally. But I think like 600 is perfect for starting, and then go up to 1,000. And the more customers you have, you can go up and up and up. And I think something between 900 and 2,000, this is most of the time the sweet spot. And you need to justify your price. So if you say, for example, this chatbot costs you $1,000, let's just say this chatbot costs you $1,000, and then you tell them immediately how cheap this is. Because people have told you every day 2 hours of their time, they are worth $100 an hour. This is $200 a day. 6,000 a month, and in the year it's 40,000 to 64,000. It depends on how many days they are working. So they save a year $30,000 to $64,000 with an investment of just $1,000. This is a complete steal if you present it like this. And this is also true for some people. These chatbots, they can really generate leads on autopilot, and they can also do a little bit of customer support. These people will get less questions about the stuff that they don't want to answer because it's obvious. Maybe they are not sure. You come with this. Bonus and guarantee. This is now the gold nugget. So create the bot exactly as the customer wants, of course. Like you tell them, this is just an example. We can make this bot however we want. We can train this bot with direct technology. Don't use any technical stuff. Just say to them, we can train this bot on every knowledge that you want, and I will do this immediately. So please tell them, we can create this bot however you want. Then the next bonus. Customer support. You help them with problems. You are here the entire time to help them out if they have problems with your chatbot. And you send them the leads every other week, for example. And this is one of the strongest guarantees, 2-week money back guarantee. This is a no-brainer. You tell them, hey, I make this chatbot, you can try this out for free for 2 weeks, and you only pay me if you like the bot. This is here really, really strong because more people will buy, even if some people want to have their money back. I want to tell you some stats. This is from the software industry in general, and is also like somehow how I see it with my clients. If we offer them a 2-week money back guarantee, roughly 30% more are buying. The studies say 15 to 40%, but I personally see like roughly 30% more are willing to buy, are willing to take our offer if we give this 2 weeks completely for free and only charge them if they like it. And now comes the cool part. Only 3% want to give you this chatbot back. Only 3% do not want to buy after these 2 weeks. Only 3% say, hey, give me my money back. So let's just do the math. If you sell 100 chatbots with $1,000, this equals $100,000 in revenue. Then, if you use this money back guarantee, you sell 30% more. This means 130 chatbots, so $130,000 in profit. And if 3% use the money back guarantee, you lose $4,000 because 3% of 130 should be roughly 4 people. Let's just do the math exactly because I just did it in my head. 130 divided by 100 times 3. 3.9 people, so let's just say 4 people. So you lose $4,000, but at the end of the day you have $126,000 in revenue instead of the $100,000 in revenue because 30% more people are buying and just 3% want their money back. This means that you need to sell 33 chatbots until somebody wants their money back, so you are ready to rock. This is here the cool thing about guarantee. So tell them, I can train this chatbot however you want. This chatbot will behave how you want it to behave. You will give them customer support. So you are here to help them with this chatbot and you will send them the leads. They don't have to do anything for themselves. Then the 2-week money back guarantee. This is the strongest point. 30% more people will buy. This makes mathematical sense. You will sell more even if some people want to have their money back. And then some more tips, because we have a lot of tips. Like I said, this is the most important tips of them all. Create the chatbot before you sell it and demonstrate it live. Ask these people if they want to come in a call, and if they say yes, start to create this chatbot. Just take this time, create this chatbot, train it on their data, and they are stunned. Show exactly how the agent can save time and money. Make the calculation. Ask them how much time they need for customer support and for creating leads. Then ask them how much they make an hour, and then make the calculation how much money they save, because this chatbot can save 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. You need to try this. Then set a high price anchor. If asked for a discount, offer to cover 3 to 5 months of API costs. So first of all, ask a high anchor. So you can absolutely start here with a higher end. Let's just say you start with your first chatbot at 900. If people want to have a better deal, eventually you can go down to 600, but start with a high anchor. This is important. This is just psychology. And don't go immediately down with this price. Try it first this way. Just tell them that you are covering the API cost for 3 to 5 months, for example. The API costs will most likely not be that high in the first months. So just tell them, hey, I am willing to cover the API costs. Of course, you need to explain them that sooner or later they have to pay for the API cost. But just tell them as soon as the bot is working. And as soon as you have done all of this is now the most important stuff. Repeat the process until you are bored. Until you can do it in your sleep, and then don't stop. As soon as you begin, you will suck. And you will suck less if you do more. Just do it until you are bored, until you can do it in your sleep, and don't stop. You will sell such chatbots, and as soon as you know how to do this is really important. Don't just reach out to 1 customer a day. Reach out to 100. You need to do more if you want to get better. A lot of people will tell you that they don't need a chatbot, but you can't stop. Make content, make reach outs to people that you know, make reach outs to people that you don't know, and don't just do 1 or 2 reach outs a day. I need to stress this out. Do 50 a day, do 100 a day. For quick math, like most of the people, they will not respond. Maybe 20 to 30 people will respond if you write them a mail. Then from these 30 people, maybe 10 are interested. With 10 you can talk. So you can go in a call with 10 of these, and maybe 1 or 2 say to you, hey, this is cool for me. So you have to do 100 reach outs to sell 1 or 2 chatbots. This depends, of course. With more skill, you get more clients, but in order to get more skill, you need to do more. If you do this for a month straight, every day, these are 3,000 reach outs. I am sure you have customers. This is the most important step of them all. If you stop too soon, this will never ever work. I need to stress this. And then one last tip, ask customers if they can recommend you. If people are satisfied with your service, just ask them, hey, do you know somebody that also needs a chatbot? And you can also use this if they ask you for cheaper prices. So if they ask you here, for example, you say, I want to have $1,000. If they ask you, I want to have it for 600. Then you can tell them, okay, this works, but you need to send me another client. If you give me another client, I will make it for you for 600. This is one of the easiest way how you can even get more clients. If they know somebody and if they send this client to you, you can make this cheaper for them. So don't be shy to ask, these are one of the best customers. If one of your customers is satisfied with your service and he tells other people that you are cool, they are most likely willing to buy. And that's the whole playbook. One last time as a summary. Selling your AI agents. You need to find your customer. You need to make a prototype. You need to have a good offer. So marketing and sales tricks are perfect. And then you need a bonus, guarantee, and the right price. You can find customers if you ask everybody that you know. And this is the first thing that you need to do. Then as soon as you have done this, you need to ask everybody that you don't know. And this is an endless list. You can also create content, and every other thing will work better if you do that. And if you have mastered all of this, I am sure you have a strong business. And then you can also eventually start with paid advertising. But just if you know LTV divided by CAC. Then you can find your right customers if you do cold outreach. So here you will find them. You can just Google them. You need to see exactly what they are doing, just give them a compliment and ask them if they want to save time, and then you need to create a bot if they want to have a call and show them exactly how the bot is helping them. The right price is something between 600 as soon as you start out, but you can go up until 2000 and beyond, and if you can not handle more clients, this is infinity. You can go up however you want. Then bonus and guarantee is important. You should create the chatbot live, like I said, and you can tell them then, hey, we can create this chatbot however you want. This is specifically tailored to you. You will also offer some customer support if they have problems. You give them a 2-week money-back guarantee because it makes mathematical sense. Then some more tips. Please create the chatbot before you go into the presentation, before you go into the call and show them live. Show them exactly how the agent can save them money. Make the calculation. They have a problem, they don't have enough time, they make a lot of money in an hour, they can save so much money. Then set a high price anchor, and if they want to have a discount, say to them that you will cover the API costs. If they even want to have more of a discount, just ask them, send me a customer and you will get your discount. And then repeat this process until you are bored, until you can do it in your sleep, and then don't stop. Start right now. Start reaching out to 50 to 100 people every single day. Just hit them up. Go first in your handy, use all your mails, all your social media accounts, and write everybody a personalized message. Do 50 to 100 a day. If you do 15 over a month, don't hit me up that you don't get any customers. 50 to 100 every single day. I am 100% sure that you are getting customers, and do it on all platforms. Do it on mails, on Insta, on Facebook, on your phone numbers, on every platform. As soon as this is done, start with cold outreach. Google them and see exactly what they are doing, and then you have an endless list. To make all of this more efficient, you should also create content, and as soon as you have mastered all of this, you can do paid ads. So see you in the next video, because right now you have a lot to do.